Hi everyone, I'm Ray Parler, the real Ron for Pele, and you're watching Arsenal Fan TV.
Arsenal Fan TV, good victory for Arsenal today.
Been a good victory, but as we all know, it was an irrelevant game. It's sort of like you were saying earlier, hard being here, knowing that Norwich were relegated before the game started. Very, very painful to watch some of the Arsenal fans singing things like, you know, you're going down, etc., etc. That's not what Arsenal is all about, and it is quite painful. But you know, hey ho. In terms of, you know, next season, my belief is that we need to get a psychologist into the squad, because we've lost all the big games purely because we don't have any mental strength. Wenger is a...
You don't think we've been out? You know, it was like a lot of people saying we got the tactics wrong in those games.
No. I think Wenger's a master tactician. I think he's come under too much stick for what he's done. Yes, we should have bought striker. Yes, we could add depth into our squad. Yes, we don't have a squad which is big enough to play Carling, FA Cup, Champions League, and the Premiership. We don't have that squad, so we can't compete with the likes of City. Look at what Liverpool have done this season. It's only because they've played 40, 45 games. We've played 75, whatever it may be. But I do genuinely believe that Wenger's downfall is that he's too laid back and too relaxed, and he cannot get the mental strength through to the players. And I think that's an area where we have to work on really, really, really strongly going forward.
Now listen, they're going to have to be mentally strong next week, because everybody's expecting us to go turn up, just walk all over Hull. It doesn't work like that. We saw last year, the warning's there. Last year, Wigan, the warning is there, so we can't take it for granted. I don't think those players will, but they're going to have to be mentally strong next week.
Correct. I couldn't agree with you more, but I think that there's pressure of being in an FA Cup final and wanting to win the trophy, and then there's the pressure of playing against superstars, you know, that Man City have and Chelsea have. And I think, you know, the pressure of being in an FA Cup final, our players can handle. I do expect us to go through with no problems. Not arrogantly, but I do expect us to go through. I think the problem is over the course of the season, the psychology, the strength of mind isn't there to be able to really believe we can do it game in, game out. And that's where I fear...
You sound like a psychologist, like you're in the
I'm
business.
No.
You sound like you're someone who's in the business.
No, I'm a finance boy. I wish I was a psychologist.
Oh, we need you as well.
To go
get him to spend some money.
Well, you see, but that's the thing. I don't know if it's all about spending the money. Wenger's never had any great luck with big signings. He's always been good taking, you know, people from who are nothing and making them into superstars, and that's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. I don't believe we've got to go out and spend silly money. I do believe, however, that we've got to get this. I mean, you look at Ozil as an example. You look at Giroud, Podolski, fantastic, marvellous players, but they don't have that fighting edge. They don't have it. We've been saying that ever since Wenger came. The minute, you know, Tony Adams and Martin Keown and Steve Bold and all of those lot resigned, we had no strength of character left in our squad, and that's what's happened ever since. Let's sort it out.
Brilliant.